Namaste, my witchlings, and welcome back to another Friday night guided meditation. Let your body arrive before your mind tries to narrate the experience. If you're lying down, arrange yourself so that nothing has to work too hard. Blanket under your knees, pillow under your head, arms resting where they naturally fall. If one hand wants to rest on your heart and the other on your belly, let them. If you're seated, lengthen your spine gently, not rigid, not performing a good posture, just upright enough to feel awake. This is not posture as performance. This is posture as permission. Allow your eyes to close if that feels comfortable. If not, just allow them to gently, softly focus on a spot on the floor in front of you. Feel the surface beneath you, the mattress, the mat, the chair. Notice the simple fact of support. Gravity holding you, the weight of your body settling downward, the temperature of the air on your skin, cool, warm, or neutral. Small sensations that have been happening all day without your attention. You don't need to hold anything together right now. Take one slow inhale through the nose. Feel your ribs widen and your belly expand. Exhale through the mouth like a quiet sigh. Again, inhale. Exhale. And let the jaw soften. Inhale and exhale. And now let your jaw soften. Let your tongue rest away from the roof of your mouth. Let your shoulders drop just half an inch. Notice where you've been bracing. In the belly, in the chest, in the mind. Tonight is about repair. And repair only works when we stop bracing. Let your body show you how to soften first. In Yoga Nidra, we begin with Sankalpa, a heartfelt resolve. Not a wish tossed into the dark, not a demand you pressure yourself to fulfill. A quiet, steady truth you are growing into. Something that already lives in you, even if it's still small and tender. Let the words feel believable, not grand or dramatic, just honest. You might choose, I can repair without abandoning myself. My boundaries are an expression of love. I stay open and steady. Notice which one creates a subtle exhale in your body. That's often your signal. Or allow your own resolve to rise from within. Something aligned with repair, loving limits, and resilient connection. Once you have it, repeat it silently 3 times. Let it land in the body, not just the mind, like planting a seed in soil that is already warm and ready. There is no need to force it to grow tonight. Just place it gently. All right, we're going to do our Yoga Nidra here. Bring your awareness to your right hand, your right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, the palm of your hand, the back of your hand, your wrist, your forearm, elbow, upper arm, your shoulder, the right side of your waist, your hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, the sole of your foot, the top of your foot, your right big toe, second toe, middle toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. Sweep your awareness over to your left hand, your thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, your pinky, your palm, the back of your hand, the palm of your hand, your wrist, your forearm, your elbow, upper arm, shoulder, the left side of your waist, your hip, thigh, knee, shin, your left calf, your ankle, heel, and the sole of your foot to the top of your foot. Your left big toe, your second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and your pinky toe. Now the back of your body, the back of your head, your shoulder blades, mid-back, lower back, and the back of your pelvis. And now the front of your body, the crown of your head, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks, mouth, throat, and chest, your ribs, your belly, your pelvis, the whole front of your body, the whole back of your body, your whole body. Feel your body breathing itself. Notice the natural breath as it moves in and out of you. No improvements, no optimization, no trying to earn a gold star for best breather. just air entering, just air leaving. Feel the inhale arrive on its own, and feel the exhale complete itself without your supervision. Your body has known how to do this since the moment you were born. You do not have to manage it. On each inhale, imagine just a little more space inside your ribs, as though the breath is widening the interior of your body, gently stretching the places that have felt tight or guarded, not forcing them, just offering room. On each exhale, feel the weight of yourself settling more deeply into the surface beneath you. Support receiving you without question. No evaluation, no performance review, just gravity and contact. Now, imagine your breath forming a gentle boundary around you. With every inhale, the outline becomes clearer, and with every exhale, it steadies. Not a wall, not armor, a steady perimeter. This is what a healthy boundary feels like. Permeable, you can still connect. Conscious, you choose what comes close. Rooted, you are not easily knocked over. Picture that boundary glowing softly around your body, flexible but intact. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to define where you end and another begins. Let that permission settle into your nervous system like something you've always known, even if you're only now remembering it. Notice how your body responds to that permission. Bring to mind a relationship that feels meaningful. Not the most explosive one or the deepest wound, just something real. Someone whose presence matters in the architecture of your life. See their face loosely, without forcing detail, or simply sense their presence. Notice what happens in your body as you think of this person. Does your chest tighten, or maybe your belly flutter? Does your throat constrict, or your jaw set? Simply observe. The body often tells the truth before the mind assembles a narrative. Before the justifications, before the counter-arguments. Sensation first, story later. Repair does not mean erasing conflict. It does not mean pretending nothing happened or smoothing it over with politeness. It means acknowledging impact, the moment where two nervous systems, shaped by different histories, collided and, well, something landed hard. Without spiraling into story, ask gently, where have I needed repair? Where did something land on me in a way that hurt? And also, where have I caused impact? And where did my words, tone, silence, or withdrawal land harder than I intended. Let this be observational, not prosecutorial. You are not building a case, you are building awareness. There's no courtroom here, only learning. If defensiveness arises, notice it. If shame rises, notice that too. Both are nervous system responses. Neither are identity, they are protective strategies, not proof of who you are. Imagine speaking one sentence of ownership. Just one. Clear. Contained. No explanation stacked on top. I see how that hurt you. I understand my tone was sharp. I withdrew instead of staying present. Feel the steadiness required for that, the grounded spine it takes to stay upright while admitting imperfection. Notice that ownership does not erase your worth, it strengthens it. Repair is strength. Now, imagine also speaking a boundary, not as a punishment, not as a retaliation, as clarity. When you raise your voice, I shut down. I am willing to talk, but not while being insulted. I need time before we continue. Feel that steadiness as well. The calm center that says, I can acknowledge impact and I can protect my limits. Notice how different that feels from attack. Notice how different it feels from collapse. Repair and boundary are not opposites. They are partners. One restores connection, the other protects integrity. Together, they create something resilient. Let that truth settle into your bones. Let it feel possible. Not perfect, not easy, but possible. This is how connection becomes durable. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a small river. The air is calm, the water moves steadily, not violently, just enough to remind you that something flows between where you are and where you want to be. On one side, disconnection. On the other, reconnection. Disconnection, misunderstanding, the space that opened after something was said or left unsaid. Reconnection, not perfection or pretending it never happened, just the possibility of standing on shared ground again. Between them is a simple wooden bridge, not dramatic or cinematic, solid. The boards, worn but steady. The structure is practical, built for crossing. Repair is the act of walking the bridge. You don't drag the other person across. You don't push them from behind. You don't carry them on your back. You walk your half. Notice what it feels like to place one foot on the first plank. There may be some hesitation. There may be relief. Maybe some fear. Let whatever arises be there. Each plank represents something: ownership, listening, accountability, boundary, patience. With each step, feel what that quality requires of you. Ownership asks you to be honest. Listening asks you to soften. Accountability asks you to adjust. Boundary asks you stay clear. Patience asks you to slow down. If at any point the bridge feels unstable, look down. You'll see pillars beneath it: self-respect, clarity, self-trust. The bridge stands because you stand. It's not supported by approval. It's not supported by outcome. It is supported by your integrity. Take another step and another. Now, imagine reaching the middle. You are not merging or dissolving. Two whole beings meeting in the center. You can see the other person clearly. You remain yourself, no shrinking or inflating. This is connection without collapse or erasure. Stand there for a few breaths and feel what it's like to be connected and intact at the same time. Let that sensation imprint itself gently in your nervous system. This is what resilient connection feels like. Bring your awareness back to your body. Feel the simple reality of being here, the weight of your limbs, the rhythm of your breath, the quiet aliveness under your skin. Notice your heart space, the center of your chest, the subtle rise and fall beneath your palm. If it feels right, place a hand there. Let your touch be steady, not performative, just contact. There is a myth that love requires self-erasure, that to keep connection, you must shrink, over-accommodate, silence your needs, smooth over your edges until nothing sharp remains. It does not. Resilient connection requires flexibility, yes, the ability to bend, the willingness to adjust. But flexibility without spine becomes collapse. And collapse breeds resentment, not intimacy. Imagine your spine glowing gently from tailbone to crown. Not rigid or stiff, just illuminated. A quiet line of strength running through you. This is your integrity, your values, your lived truth. The part of you that knows what is acceptable and what is not. Now, imagine the heart softening forward, the chest widening slightly, warmth spreading through the sternum. This is your openness, your capacity to care, to empathize, to remain curious instead of defensive. Spine and heart, strength and softness. You don't have to choose one. Feel them both at the same time. The back body steady, the front body receptive. The core stable, the chest warm. Notice how different this feels from either extreme, from hard armor or from total collapse. Silently repeat, I can stay open and stay true. I can love without disappearing. I can repair without self-betrayal. Let each sentence settle into the body like something you're remembering, not inventing. Return now to your original Sankalpa, that quiet resolve you planted at the beginning of this practice. Bring it back to your awareness gently, no strain or urgency. You're not chasing it, you are simply turning toward it again, the way you might turn toward a steady light in a dark room. Repeat it silently 3 more times. Let the words move through you like a current, flowing from mind into body. With each repetition, allow it to settle a little deeper, not as a demand you must live up to tomorrow, not as a performance you have to get right in order to be worthy. This isn't something you force into existence. It's something you practice into being. Think how a muscle strengthens through repetition, not through one heroic effort, but through consistent, steady engagement. Or how trust is built, not through a single grand gesture, but through small, reliable actions over time. Each time you remember your Sankalpa, you reinforce the pathway, Each time you choose it, even imperfectly, you lay another plank on that inner bridge. Feel how the intention sits in your body now compared to before. Maybe it feels steadier, maybe softer, or simply more familiar, as though it belongs to you in a way it didn't 30 minutes ago. Notice where it lives, in your chest, belly, spine, or breath. Let it root quietly. You don't need to watch it grow. You don't need to micromanage its progress. It will continue working beneath the surface long after this meditation ends, shaping the way you speak, the way you listen, the way you stay. Begin once again to notice the room around you, the sounds around you, near and far, the subtle hum of life continuing, the temperature of the air against your skin, the steady rhythm of your breath. Feel once more the weight of your body being held by the surface beneath you. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Invite small, unhurried movement back into your joints. Maybe roll your shoulders or stretch your arms overhead. If you're lying down, gently roll onto your left side and just pause there for a moment. Let this in-between space exist. Not fully inward, not fully outward, just transitioning. Before you rise, remember this: repair is not weakness. Boundaries are not cruelty. Resilient love is built, not found. You are not failing because you need repair. You are participating in something mature and alive. Staying present when it would be easier to shut down, oh honey, that is courage. Speaking clearly without hardening, that is skill. You are learning how to stay with yourself, the truth, and love that has structure. When you're ready, slowly, gently press yourself back up to a seated position. Let your head be the last thing to rise. Take one more steady breath in. Carry your spine, carry your heart. Go ahead and let that breath out. And now, my witchlings, this part matters. Spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. Not the performative kind or the passive kind, the kind that shows up, the kind that protects, the kind that refuses to abandon people when things get hard. Tell your people what they mean to you, loudly and often, no matter their form. Always remember, You are loved. You are wanted. You are needed. And you're here for a reason, my witchling. Have a wonderful rest of your day or your night. Blessed be and namaste, my witchlings. Stay steady. Stay soft. I love you all.